Hang on, what do we want to pick here? Gonna be playing with a Blitzcrank into a Jhin. We could play a Phelios, or we could play Smolder. Let's do Smolder. Smolder should be decent with Blitzcrank, because every time Blitzcrank lands a combo... Let me just look up the optimal runes for Smolder. I haven't played him in a while. Okay, it's Fleet. Yeah, every time that Blitzcrank lands his hook, I can just land my full combo on it, and like his lockdown from his QE, for example, is long enough that I can pretty much consistently land my ult every time, I should hope. So I can just immediately ult and then WQ, and we land a lot of stacks every time we do a full combo, so it doesn't even matter necessarily if they don't die, because, you know, obviously Smolder doesn't have the greatest early game, he doesn't have a ton of early game damage, doesn't have a super high amount of burst. At least we get a lot of stacks from that. That's really nice. And, you know, his focus is burst. It's really DPS where he lacks. His burst is not so bad. So if we can guarantee to land our full combo, that's pretty much the best thing we could hope for with Smolder. He does work quite well with some lockdown. And if are we facing a Shen here? A Shen support? Yeah, we are. So that's a tanky support who wants to go in. So that's also really good for us. Because if we're perma-fighting, we're permanently landing our abilities as well. For Smolder, I still see tons of people go Trinity Force, Mana Moon, Shojin when he clearly now has crit scalings. Actually, I don't even know what build I would run. Let me check. I have tried crit on him recently and it felt fine. So his best performing build at the moment does seem to actually be crit. I can't remember when the last time they modified his crit scalings was, whether it was after the, after the buff where I last played him, or whether they buffed it even further since then. But he does look to be performing really well with either Essence Reaver into Infinity Edge into Farkanen, or Essence Reaver into Shojin into Infinity Edge. But definitely leaning towards full crit seems to be ideal here. We're gonna try that. I thought Smolder goes Resolve second, bone plating just for survivability, doesn't need the late game runes cause stacks. I believe he wants to maximize his ability haste if possible. So, Transcendence, quite nice. Legend Haste, quite nice. Sure, the AD from Gathering Storm isn't that important, but especially because we're building crit, we're actually building some more damage amplifiers, right? So any damage we get, such as from Gathering Storm, is actually more useful with this build than it will be with any other build as well. Yeah, I guess whether we do Shojin second or Infinity Edge second. Ooh. Okay, we'll level Q. Get some DPS here. Not much, but... Ooh. Okay, I landed my second Q. That's already 2 stacks. Not bad. Obviously, he was a little bit late to react there. I don't think he was paying attention. Also didn't have his ADC there, so that was a bit weird overall. Is Jhin just AFK or what? There's no sign of him. Okay, there's Jhin. Okay, we don't have a good support for abusing that position. I need to wait for Bliss to actually land a hook, so I need to retreat there. Can't actually be forcing trades if it's actually going to be 2v2. Even if Shen is low. Okay, we ignore the CS and just focus Jhin. Whoa. Whoopsie. Oh crap, I'm actually dead. What the hell is that Shen damage? That was entirely Shen, right? Yeah, what the... How did I get one-shot by a Shen? Huh? What the hell? 83 damage from Jhin. Through my barrier, bro. What? Wow, that was unexpected. Yeah, a bit unfortunate as well. I didn't realize they were about to hit level 2. The moment they hit level 2, I'm already fucked here in this position. I should have, I guess, flashed the Shen at taunt, but I didn't expect to die. Ah, damn it. Well, okay, I'll respect the Shen a lot more now that I realize he can do that. When we hit level 3, potentially we can look to fight again, because I'll be full HP and they won't be. Nice, I'm landing a lot of... I'm getting a lot of extra stacks from hitting my W on both of them. Okay, we want to fight now if we can. Oh, crap. Okay. I don't think we should let them base. Yeah, nice. I hope I had my mana refunded there. Okay, I got my 25 stacks power spike already. That's pretty big to have this early. We're actually getting so many stacks, mainly because I keep landing so many double Ws. Do I get any more mana per cost? No. Okay, time to crash this as best as we can. I'm not gonna use my W though, I think, because... No, actually, I suppose I can. I've got no mana now, though. Okay, huge. Well done, guys. Oh, we're getting TP'd on here. Who is it? Malzahar. Ah, I suppose that would have been fine. Alright, time to recall. I think I prefer this more than going Caulfields, because I get 5 more AD, only 5 less ability haste. Do I prefer 5 AD over 5 ability haste? Probably. Jhin seems to be walking into lane through here. Oh, there's Shen. Hopefully I'm fine this time. Yeah, no sign of me getting one-shot by Shen this time. Oh crap, that trap. I'm fine though. Didn't have barrier, I suppose. I've got barrier in case I do need to survive the Shen, but that's fine. Didn't have a Z back up in time. Fuck, I'm not gonna get this plating. Oh well. Obviously, I'll happily trade the plating for a double kill. Okay, 2 Qs and I'm one-shotting casters. This is pretty nice. Down to base. I'm missing too much HP to keep on laning here. If Shen is smart, he will look into these brushes and cancel me. But he's lazy, so he's not going to do that. That would have been the ideal move, though. You can get away with very gritty recalls in iron, in bronze, in silver, in gold, in most elos. Really, until like maybe 200 LP master, people are just not really consistent and actually looking to cancel bases. It's really bad because it's just so basic, I feel like. I don't know if it's just laziness or what, but people just don't do it. Ooh, he just barely doesn't die, at least not yet. There we go, perfect. Nice one. pulled right into the Smolder. Actually, I guess a really big factor with that as well is not only is he locking them down, but because he's bringing them towards us, and the ult travels from, like, behind me, it literally brings Jhin closer to where the ult is gonna land. Obviously helps in this scenario that Jhin was already really low when he got hooked, so any ADC really could have been killing Jhin there, but I do really like the synergy, I think, between Smolder and Blitzcrank. Second item. So I think really what we're gonna decide whether we want to do Infinity Edge or Shojin second on is gonna be whether we're facing like a tanky comp that we need to kill faster, or whether we're facing like kind of assassin damage focused comp where we want to survive it. Because a big factor in the Shojin, like obviously the main reason Smolder likes it is for the ability haste, which translates into more stacks and therefore more damage, but it's not quite as much damage as Infinity Edge. So the only other factor to consider there is the HP. Shojin gives HP, Infinity Edge doesn't. HP is going to help a lot if we actually want to survive assassins or like divers like Aurelia, for example. But especially against Evelynn, the Shojin might actually be quite decent, and she's already got 3 kills, so we can see the Evelynn is actually fed. A little bit at least. So I think the Shojin second item is going to make a lot of sense this game. So we'll delay the full crypt build just a little bit while we go Shojin. And from there we just continue with the full crit. I think that makes a lot of sense in this game. You see that burst? Like they just got AoE annihilated. I think I'm fine to fight Evelynn here. I'm literally so mini blocked I cannot do anything else anyway. Got her. And I still had Bearing Kiss and needed it. Awesome. Oh my god. It's all good. I'm nearly got the plating. There we go. I just need to make sure I'm not dying to a Jhin W or something. He does have ult, so I need to actually walk really far back. I cannot just trust in him to not look to cancel my base / kill me. Pretty much need to see what he's doing before I can feel comfortable recalling. I don't think he's gonna ult here. He's surely just gonna go for the farm. Did they buff Smolder early or something? Fleet, pretty strong in lane for me too. The main thing is just that I already have a lead. And also, I think just a huge synergy between Smolder and Blitzcrank where he just pulls the enemies into my full combo. If I'm landing my full combo onto Jhin before the fight starts, or before the fight really starts, then it's just hard for him to win that fight after. It's a fight there, but I want to push in the wave before I join it. I could potentially ult here though. Nah, not even needed. Nice one. Okay, so we're already at the point of one-shotting casters, goddamn. It's gonna be insanely easy to stack Q from here then. Jesus. Yo, Dark, I got the platinum rank with your Ash guides. Thank you. No problem, man. I'm glad to hear that. Congrats on the progress. Wait, what? Wait, did I hit Evelynn? Is Evelynn around? No, because I would have seen her be revealed. I guess my W must have gone all the way back to Jhin then. Huh. There could be an Evelynn around though. I don't really want to base though, because I'm almost full HP. I've got full mana. I could recall for this for sure, but all I get from this is HP and 5 AD. It's not really that impactful of a base, so I'm just gonna stay for now. By staying? Oop. By staying, I can hopefully choose a trade onto Jhin. Okay, he's gonna be running, so I'm gonna start ulting in this corridor, and he's dead. Perfect. Now I got the 1-2-5 stack power spike.
An ally has been slain. Your team has destroyed a turret. Your team has destroyed a turret.
God, we're stacking so hard. Whoa. I'm gonna assume Evelyn is around. I don't think he would be doing this by himself. Actually, I don't think she is. He wouldn't have backed off if she was here. Okay, that's fine. Definitely don't want to overstay though. Even if she wasn't currently around, it doesn't mean she won't be, so we're gonna leave. I also don't want to base on a ward, so we're gonna have to keep on going. I'll base in this brush. What heal is this currently? Iron. Oh my god. I had to walk so far back for it. Not even perfectly safe base, because they still know that I'm recalling here. I suppose I should have gone out the turret at that point. Oh well. I can get blue trinket.
An enemy has been slain.
Gotta stay on my claws, like Mom always said.
I shouldn't have been so impatient with that. He has a lot of time to dodge that and still get a cannon, although he didn't get it anyway. Oh, crap. Yeah. Kind of overreacted maybe, but oh well. In case they were going to engage on me, maybe it was the right call to just ult. So I could preemptively get that heal off and chunk them out. Oh, okay. Okay.
Been slain.
He never lets me prove them wrong.
Oh my god, this is a big collapse. Oh. No, god damn it, my bad. Was it the Jin W? No, it was Aurela E? Yeah. That's what caught me. Alright, going straight into Infinity Edge next, which is not recommended, weirdly. Even though it's really good. Shen got the shutdown? Oh, did he? Oh, that's perfect. That was almost 1,000 gold. That's huge. Meanwhile, such big collapse just for York to potentially get this turret. We would hope anyway. I suppose I can get the quick cloak. Okay, for now, since nobody's on the enemy team is actually responding to these botlane waves, I can't really keep going there. So, I need to just rotate mid for now. Until there's actually something I can do on bot side. If I could TP bot, I would actually do that, because I would force somebody to instantly have to come bot and respond to my TP. Otherwise I get that turret, but...
Mom's mentioned some grandmother biker lady, but
Otherwise, it just takes so long to get the bot, just for potentially somebody to already be getting over there anyway, and already be in position to defend. You know, like if I showed up, if I run all the way bot, I would have gotten there just in time for Shen to show up, and then he's just defending and I don't get that turret. So we just, by default, pot towards mid there. We're getting really close to the 225 power spike. God, we're just annihilating waves. Can also annihilate... Ooh! Oh, nice. Can also annihilate the Mazahar Voidlings with my Q for free stacks too. I don't currently have my E up, so that could have been dangerous. Why is he going Rocco instead of me? And I'm the one that can finish him off.
why do they gotta smell so good?
Okay, for now, I don't know if anybody... Yeah, I guess Shen sort of responded. For now, there's enough bot lane farm in a farmable position that I should start rotating. Because I can at least get the cannon there, which makes it worth rotating, I think. My team are on the Drake. I think they should be able to get that without me anyway, so that's fine. A little bit of risk that I could get ganked by Evelyn here, but I don't think I'm really that vulnerable, to be honest, so I'm not too fussed about it. Maybe I can even go for Grump here. Where's she coming from? There. Nice one. Tempted to ult Shen, but I don't think it would kill him, and he might dodge it as well, so... no point. Okay, here he's slowed a little bit. And he's a lot lower now. Oh my god, so close. Oh well. Oh, Malzahar TP'd or just flanked? One or the other. Either way. We want to go stop him. Gonna remove his shield first before I use my W, because if I use my W first, he won't actually get slowed, because the shield will block it. Whoa. Oh, that reached me. Oh my god. Shen damage, bro, it's crazy. Perfect. Okay, I'm at 225 apparently, I didn't notice. Wow, I am really close to Infinite Edge as well. Need to be careful here. Nice one. Yeah, I could try and bait Aurelia a little bit. Obviously couldn't really damage her though. Because if I got in her range, I would just die to 1Q. Alright, time to base. And Lord Dominic's would be a huge damage spike now onto the Shen. But he's only a support, and for the rest of their comp, it really doesn't look like that big a deal. So I think I will want to go just Farkanen for all the poke power I get from that. Or maybe I should do Lord Doms. TP'd saw him go by? Oh, I didn't notice. I'll ping that then for whatever good that does. So easy to remove that Malzahar shield, by the way, it's crazy. Is he gonna die? I'm gonna use my ult just in case he doesn't. Perfect. That guy is worth like 95 gold, what the hell? Not even worth using ult then, I think. Oh, nice prediction. I'll Q Evelyn because she's the most likely one to die. If I go for Aurelia, she's tankier. Less likely to actually die there. Okay, props to Aurelia, that was really well played from her. I think she has to be a smurf. Her stats don't look like a smurf, but she's already made like a couple of really impressive plays and she's doing really well. It would surprise me if she's somehow not smurfing. Should I go for this upgrade actually? How much ability haste do I get? Wow, 15 ability haste. Or wait, actually... oh no, 10 ability haste. Still, not bad. For Smolder's purposes. It would be great if I could do this and also the boots upgrade. I guess I'll go for the boots upgrade. 10 ability haste goes really hard on Smolder. And 5 movement speed too. Also, do I get anything else? Gain 10 summoner spell haste? I already had that though. Okay, and more cutting power as well, basically. Shen shut down again? Oh my god, wait, you gotta be shitting me. That is exactly the kind of thing that can just very quietly lose you a game. Like, if Aurelia could maybe carry this game if she got, like, 2 shutdowns on me, for example, if they were both huge. And they were. But them going to the support instead, like, even onto Jhin or Malzahar or Evelyn, any one of these guys just being a little bit less behind, or significantly less behind, even if overall still behind, it could win you the game. Instead it just goes on to the support, which is so rarely going to carry you the game. So that's... unless it was just incredibly unlucky, it's just really bad from the Shen to be risking taking those kills. You're going to be trying really hard, not to steal kills in general, but especially when it's such big shutdowns. I can't see... what is the skin, bro? I can't see where the fuck that appeared from. Yeah, I had no idea where the Evelyn mark was coming from there. That's a pay-to-win skin. Okay, I would usually go do Raptors, but I think maybe my team want to do Drake here. I'll follow them up. When can we see an updated Ezreal video? I don't know when I'm gonna play him. Maybe today, maybe not. There's no plans. Oh, crap. I meant to finish that with Q. Bit of a risk here, but I don't think he has anybody around to help. Yeah, it looks like he's pretty alone. Perfect. God. I'm being a bit reckless here. I should not take that risk. She's really strong. Okay, because Aurelia also has an armor item, and because she's so huge, I will actually prioritize the Lord Dominic's. Maybe even actually Mortal Reminder just for her. She might get a lot of healing, so I think I will do that. But definitely Armor Pen at the very least, to burst her down as fast as we can, I think will be important here. If he lands a hook, I'm just immediately ulting to one-shot the person. Assuming it's a high priority enough target. Evelyn? Jesus. Yeah, we'll get it, but I'm not really needed, so I'm just gonna prioritize getting that farm. Especially because I'm Smolder, but any ADC ideally, you'd probably just want to take that farm instead of helping with this. If this is really that free, like I'm clearly not needed there. I still need about 500 more gold, I probably won't bother basing. The arrow was under your HP bar, I think? Really? I'll try and look out for it next time. Actually, I think the better order for my abilities, by the way, instead of RW, might be WR, because I think you can... I think R locks you out of W longer than W locks you out of R. We don't need to R here, clearly. Whoa. Oh, wow, he didn't even need me. Thanks to the Lux ult, I suppose. Oh, whoa. Oh my god, he lived. Nice one. Alright, I have enough gold for my Water Reminder now. I should stick around for this turret though, but... There we go. I'll start basing now though, the enemies should be able to defend this turret, I would imagine. Ah, goodbye my only source of lifesteal. I'll miss you.
Favorite games like finders not keepers. They run around and collect a bunch of shiny stuff, and I get to keep
Ooh, another Smolder build I wanted to try at some point was Bloodthirster Rush as well. I can try that some other game. Yeah, this is I think a really good Smolder game. Besides that level 1/2 mishap, where I just always underestimate Shen damage. He's performed phenomenally into this lane. God, that damage. It's so much higher damage than you would get with a non-crit build. It's crazy. They got plenty of ability haste too.
Camera roar sounds so fun. Can we go now?
Let's snow. Oh, come on, I was about to finish Evelyn. How sad. Okay. Oh my god, I blew them up. Jesus. Alright, perfect. GG. Almost 400 stacks? Wow, was it that high? I didn't even notice. What the fuck? Smolder. I want to play Smolder. Still haven't tried Smolder since his last buff. Ideally, I want to play him into engage supports. If we're lucky, that's a Gragas support. It's fairly unlikely, but that would be a decent support to play Smolder into, I believe. And also, we're probably going to go crit, so I think Gathering Storm for some extra AD could be nice, since we'll be building some amplifier, so any AD we can get our hands on will be more valuable. Full AD incident? Yeah, we are a little bit full AD. Oh well. Okay, so yeah. Mel support. Kai'Sa mid, as I thought. It's not the ideal Smolder matchup. Ideally we'd want something melee that we can actually poke with our abilities in lane so we can stack faster, but it'll have to do.
Hey, Mom, what are the
I would poke her with W there, but pretty sure Q-Max or Q-Start is a lot better than Smolder these days. Alright, gonna be playing Smolder Leona into Misfortune Mel. I suppose into Misfortune should be fine. Ooh. Well, fine when we're not getting cheesed at least. Leona makes this a pretty good fight at the moment though. Nice. Nice one. Oh my god. I need to flash away from her next hit. Ah, but she didn't even get a chance to flash at me even if she wanted to. Alright, at least she's dead now. Nice one, Leona. Alright, yeah. So trading into us because we, you know, walked into the lane without checking that brush. It's pretty good. Dragging out the trade so much against the Leona where she's walking into melee range of you and just finishing you off. Not so smart. Didn't quite get the crash here, goddammit. But I think this is gonna be the best I can hope for. I'm a bit too low to be doing anything else. Thankfully it seems like Misfortune is secretly on blue team side. She is thinning out that wave so she can't freeze it as effectively.
I miss playing Dragon Attack with Merinos. I wonder if this new baby will want to play with me.
Okay, so at least 2 casters of the wave managed to survive for me. It's not too bad. Where's Mel? Is she roaming by any chance, or is she just AFK?
People.
Or just out of sight somewhere? Oh, there she is. She must have sunk into that brush while I wasn't looking. Okay, Leona's roaming, so we're gonna just play back, avoid trades.
Merino says people think there's no more in
Ally has been slain.
He never lets me pick them off.
Okay, Misfortune should die here, hopefully. I believe she already has no flash. Nice, I managed to pick up the kill myself as well.
Sorry about that.
We don't really need to base, because I literally only just got into lane, so I'm just gonna keep the wave here. For now.
An Imperial Dragon does whatever he feels like.
This is how we're gonna maximize the amount of farm that Leona has to miss out on. Leona, Misfortune, not my support. Ideally, my support shouldn't farm anything unless he's got a stack.
Mom! Mom!
I think that Leona W was a bit useless. We didn't need to tank it for that long anyway. So she just AoE'd the wave. And also wasted her cooldown. Oof. Either way, we don't really need to keep on freezing now that they're back in the lane. At this point, we don't want necessarily for them to have a huge minion advantage, because we would like to keep fighting them.
Do you see anything fun up there? Ooh, I'll find some.
And a poke that I can land as well, since I'm sitting on full mana, sorry. It's pretty nice to get my stacks. Okay, Lena landed her engage. That's a free W hit for me. That's why Smolder. Ooh. Oh man. Oh no no no. Okay, I think Jesus. Oh, I'm actually died because of that ignite. Okay, I don't get executed though, thank God. Because she's technically dead, I think was the reason why it didn't. We could do with shoving another wave, I think. Yeah, this is, again, not the perfect shove. This time I have a little bit more time than last time to try and shove it in though. So I'm gonna try my best, but without Leona's help, yeah, it's a bit of a lost cause, isn't it? Still, I'm potentially baiting here. I'm intentionally not using my E when I could have been. Yeah, this is a bit hopeless. Leona should have been with me the whole time. I just have to leave the wave how it is now. I think, it makes sense that my team would want to do Drake, but I think it's just too greedy regardless, because your ADC clearly cannot join in. Your ADC is way too low to be joining in on anything, and even though you just killed some of the enemy bot lane, they're all going to be reviving and collapsing. Seems like it's going to work out for us in this instance, but that's just lucky that that Trundle had flash to flash out, and that's after winning a smite fight against Rengar. That or Rengar just seems to fill the smite, because actually it looks like Smolder didn't, looks like Trundle didn't even smite. Yeah, the thing that's undeniable is that my wave state was completely fucked over, which is the second time, even though we keep winning fights. We keep winning fights and then apparently not falling behind the CS, but only because Misfortune keeps messing these things up. Wait, am I completely alone here? Shit, yeah, I am. How far are they willing to go into Fog of War to try and chase me down? Not that far, apparently. But yeah, that could have been trouble if they decided to be really reckless. Lovely. Hopefully that still gives me a stack at least. Ah, that was maybe too greedy of me. And I didn't even get them minions, I can't believe that. Okay, ideal I shouldn't even be basing until I get Essence Reverse. I really do need to chill with the mana usage right now.
I'm so hungry I could eat a whole bunch of grumps.
Okay, Leona's roaming, so I'm gonna back off. With any luck, they're gonna assume that I've based. And they're gonna be like, ooh, let's crash the wave to make Smolder miss farm. Come on. Okay, that's good enough. I don't need to keep hiding out of vision.
Ooh, what's over there?
Okay, so far so good. Not exactly maximizing my CS over here. I'm having to give up a lot of lost sets in the name of playing safe, but that's what you gotta do. Perfect, I didn't miss out on the cannon, thank god. Hopefully all three of these casters stay alive. Ah, one died. Oh well, still. Should be 2 stacks here. And we are indeed getting a lot of like staying in this lane even without like I'm doing a good job of keeping my mana up. That should be her dead. Nice one. Perfect. Well played, Leona. I was just thinking we would probably end up shoving out and basing. Your boy Blue, thanks so much for the tier 1 sub, appreciate that. Again, she just recalls before I'm actually done wave clearing though. Yeah, I'm actually dead here. You see how I can point out the mistake before I even die though? Like, this is really, really, really lazy of Leona. She just never actually helps me shove out the wave. And it keeps screwing me over. At the end of the day, it's not the end of the world. I'm a 5-1 and 2 Smolder. Even though I'm falling way far behind in CS compared to what I should have, I still actually have a CS lead over Misfortune. And overall things are good, but Leona could definitely be playing a lot better macro-wise here. Can't actually afford anything else here. Unless I wanted to go for a quick look, which I don't. Ooh, Aatrox should have backed out and dropped the aggro. Oh my god, that was terribly played. Oops. Let's get him for him. That was very bad, even for a low elo player. Misfortune should be dead here. I don't know if she's running it down, but... possibly, or maybe she DC'd, I don't know. Don't know why I'm holding my Q so long. Okay, thankfully she dies. I could have Q'd and kept on chasing, then E'd, then Q'd again. I don't need to get the plating before going for the Drake, but I think this time it's looking pretty free. So I'm gonna get my fleet off before I join. Just gonna make absolutely sure we get this. Nice one. I might just want to even base here. It's kind of awkward I'm doing this right in vision. Yeah, exactly. Oh well. No, well, at this point I may as well stay then. I think if you had the average CS per minute of the rank you're playing, it would make the lessons more meaningful, because if you just CS better than the enemy ADC, you should climb overall. You know, I have actually thought about that before. But overall, like, whenever I've tried to handicap myself in any way to make the videos more relatable, people just don't seem to like it as much when they're watching. Because as much as, like, ooh, I'm probably dead here, we'll try our best though. Leona's around though. Okay. Oh my god, he got done attacking there. Oh well. Yeah, as much as like I do this to be educational, and a lot of the people, like at least one of the main reason why people say they watch is to like learn. I feel like people also do just enjoy watching somebody smurf and destroying other players, and they're like, oh no, don't destroy them less. Go on, shit on those silver players. Yeah, make them go 0 and 10. Nobody says that part out loud, but I feel like that is a part of the reason why people enjoy watching my videos, and so they don't like to see me handicapping myself and getting behind on purpose or less ahead on purpose and not destroying them as hard as I can on purpose. So I just kind of stopped trying to handicap myself. Your Q does a lot of damage. Is Smolder buffed? He did actually. I haven't noticed that on champions so far, but I have noticed with waveclear. I'm like, wow, it didn't used to feel this smooth so fast. Oh, ow. Yeah, like my Q one-shotting here, would it always have done that? I don't think so. Maybe I should have already done Shojin, or like been heading towards Shojin, by the way. Because I just realized they do have a Rengar, a tanky, well, an assassin, so me getting tanky with Shojin could have been quite nice here. But I've already built towards the Infinity Edge, so that's what we're gonna do. Oh, good of Yasuo to show up here and tax the gold from me and Leona. Is he gonna tax CS as well? No, thankfully not. But he's also just basing, so he just massively wasted his own time here. Just gonna make absolutely sure I'm not running into Rengar. Oh, now he appears topside. Probably in the minority then? Yeah, I think so. But you do bring up a great point. I do think my videos and my streams would be more educational if I did that. Although for my end as well, it would be incredibly unsatisfying. I don't like playing bad on purpose, you know? For me, the satisfaction comes in playing as best as I can, even if I'm against low elo players. Even if it's incredibly overkill sometimes. I think for now we can just keep on shoving. Ow. Okay, Trundle's on the Herald, but we know Rengar's in contesting. Good that Leona's with me, because if I'm alone, Brengar for sure would try and ult me, so I'd have to leave. What the? Okay, I'm at 125. Oh, okay, he's ulting. Probably looking for me. Good thing that Leona didn't wander off too far, because again, like, that's the time when I want to farm a wave. If she actually did wander off really far, that's just really troll, just sacrificing me while I clearly want to farm, need to farm. Nice one. Who's faster, me or her? Oh, we're equal. Oh, now she's faster, so no point throwing a skill shot. Ow. Okay, I can definitely shove another wave before I leave, though. Ooh. And this is the synergy between Leona and Smolder. I'm just gonna bury her as well. There we go. Hopefully she doesn't have another shield. I'm gonna assume that she does. I can't risk it at this point. Does she reflect that, though? Ha, she tried. Nah, I shouldn't be doing this. Let's try and get out. I'm being pinged. I don't know where whoever it is would be coming from, though. Looks like I'm fine. Okay, time to base. I've got Infinity Edge now, so I'm gonna be huge.
An enemy has been slain.
Loyal players don't know how to play from behind. Teaching someone how to play and react helps them more, though. But I guess loyal players don't realize that. I would honestly... I never hear anybody talk about this, but I feel like learning how to play from behind is so incredibly overrated. When you see people climbing and making progress and going on win streaks, if you look at their games, they're doing well in every game, right? Like, they are winning lane. You climb mostly by doing well. You can't do bad and do your best within the context of doing bad and still expect to climb. You can maybe, like, squeeze a couple more wins in there, but it's not a solid overall strategy for climbing long term, right? And you can even see this in, like, if you look at, like, LEC and shit, a lot of teams are, like, some teams will be, like, top teams where they'll be dominant, to have really good early games, but then they have no fucking clue what to do from behind. It's like, yeah, like, you can get the fucking LEC having no fucking clue what to do when you're behind. Like, it's... you can easily climb that way. It's very overrated to say that people need to learn how to play from behind. It's helpful, yes, but it's not that big a deal. You would always be better if you learned how to play from behind, but it's not the secret key, the missing link. At the end of the day, even if you learned how to play from behind in bronze, you would still have no idea how to play from behind in diamond, because they're two entirely different things. You need to learn to be better than a bronze player at the end of the day. Oof. Missed that one somehow. Oh, am I even going for a Farcanon? Well, I mean, it should be fine. I'm just thinking maybe I should have gone for that Shojin. Okay, it doesn't even matter because they're going to be surrendering. Alright, GG. Yeah, this lane was pretty good for Smolder though, even with just the Leona facing against the Mel. Like, the Leona lockdown was so good for us. Okay, Lux. Might actually be a decent Caitlyn game then. Already know we'll have synergy with the support. It's gonna be Nautilus Xayah. Still wanna go Caitlyn? Would Smolder be okay here? I mean, he's gonna be decent into engage support like Nautilus. Oh, and we should be good into Xayah as well. Okay, this is gonna be a little bit of a risk, but... because I don't think we have too much synergy with the Lux, maybe. I'll check that in a sec, what stats say about that, but I think he should be... like, it's really hard for Xayah to actually land feathers on us because we just zoom out of the way with E after we do a short trade. Xayah needs, like, a minimum trade duration in order to actually get any effectiveness out of her kit, because she needs the feathers to land behind you and needs time to pull them back. Whereas Smolder just plays in such short trades and zooms out so quickly that he doesn't really let her play to her strengths. And we're also just good into engage, or like melee tanky supports in general, because we just get the spammer abilities on them. Okay, it looks like we're pretty bad with Lux, but matchup should hopefully still be decent for that reason. Duo? Absolutely not. Why do you hate me? I just don't duo, bro. Not on stream, you know this. Games are more educational if I don't duo. Here's how you win every single game when you have a top laner that stomps his lane every game. Just doesn't have the same ring to it as 1v9, right? Oh my lord. I'll use W because I get 3 stacks out of that. No way that hits me, right? Oh my god, it almost did. I'm being a little bit careless here. This guy really wants the base, but we're obviously not gonna let him. Let's go. We're on 7 stacks, by the way. How the hell? Yeah, we should keep chasing. I just don't have W yet. Got him. Careful, guys. Okay, another for me. Oh, come on. Nice one. Oh my god, he actually healed. Okay, oh my lord, what a start to a game, what the hell? Okay, well this is gonna be such an unrealistic game from this point on, but... It's okay, we already know Smolder's broken. Oh, this is a Pantheon jungle. Oh my god. Wait. Oh my god, whatever. Go for the double longsword.
Oh, I gotta work on my landing.
This Pantheon? Dude, he's an actual jungler, just walks up into the lane. Instead of actually doing his jungle. It actually caught me so off guard. I was a bit surprised there was even anybody in the lane. That minion block is so illegal. It doesn't matter, like I just disrespected.
Do you see anything fun?
I was distracted. Still a good start for us though. Massive lead over the Xayah. Oh, come on. Nice one. And see, every time he walks up to do something like that, we just hit him with a WQ. And boom. 2 stacks, baby.
Everything's mine to play with.
Ah, damn it. They were both standing still then. Oh my god, what the hell? I might just be dead here, but we'll see. Yeah. Okay, my bad, I guess. The fuck? This guy's done what? This guy did... This is actually unhinged. That guy must have been in that brush for an insanely long time. What the hell? Dude, he's done 1 camp exactly. So, his path this game has been like... Level 1 gank bot. Run to his red buff, do that camp. Run back bot lane, sit in a brush for 2 minutes, and gank again. Like, what? My Graves has finished a full clear, by the way.
Mom's mentioned some grandmother biker lady, but
That's unhinged. So, you know, like, I die there, I suppose, and obviously I would prefer I didn't, but at the end of the day, this Pantheon is doing awful, even though his score looks good. He's insanely behind for how he's playing. The effects of that will hopefully show themselves later on. He might actually be ahead in gold to Graves, but hopefully the XP deficit should show itself. Show its ugly, rear its ugly head later on. Alright, since we know the Pantheon doesn't have a topside jungle, and he might also know that he doesn't have a topside jungle, he might just gank bot again, so we need to be a little bit careful about that. I need a support. Seriously, where's my support? Where is my goddamn support, bro? Jesus. Okay, nice. Okay, they probably don't know about Graves, so I can try and bait a little bit. Yeah, that's fine. Perfect. I was also initially I was saving my W just to see if Xayah would maybe step up a little bit too far there. This is really lazy of Graves, by the way. I'm not going to try and macromanage him, but the ideal call for him is to stick around and make sure we safely shove this in. If we now died with Pantheon gank, that is so avoidable, and all he had to do was just stick around until we were done shoving the lane. Hopefully it works out though. It looks like it probably will, but that was just like just the most avoidable common mistake that I see junglers make all the time. All the time. So if you're a jungle player watching this, in this scenario where you finish helping your, or when you finish a gank and your bot lane finishes the gank at like 20% HP, 30% HP, and now they just need to crash the wave and recall, and everything's great, they just win their lane, stick around until they finish shoving in the wave. Because if they get ganked right, like before they've even finished shoving in the wave or right after, this game-winning move that you've just made, ganking bot, is completely wasted because you couldn't be bothered to stick around. So incredibly avoidable. Nautilus could be anywhere. Whoa! Oh, why did I go so close to her? Okay, Nautilus is actually top lane, so he can't be anywhere. He can only be top. They don't even need my help to do that, Drake. Oh, 4 stacks in 1 Q. I've nearly got Essence Reaver, so I'm going to be sticking around for that. I'll team again, just definitely should not need any help with that Drake. Me rotating over to help them right now is a complete waste of time when we know they're all top. If we didn't have such information, then I would have to help them. Or at the very least, this would be very risky what I just did. Not choosing not to help them. Okay, I've got enough for Essence Reaver, I'm gonna base here. So despite those 2 really cheesy early Pantheon ganks, I'm still doing great here. Got a lot of stacks per minute so far as well. Did he just keep the brush? No, it was Hex Splashing. I was gonna use my E. We have Essence Reaver, so we don't have to worry about mana at all anymore, so... Hey, Jin, it's going well. Pantheon still 2 levels behind Graves after all this time. He's genuinely though outperforming my Graves as far as I can tell. Well, actually no, that's not too fair. Graves is doing fine, he's just got a lot of assists instead of kills. Oh, hello. Look at that trade. Even if she tried to trade back there, which she should have, but it still would have gone bad for her just because, like I said, she can't get those fucking feathers behind me before I dash out of the way. Meanwhile, I just tap her and leave. Okay, as far as I can tell, Nautilus still mid. Unless Pantheon is on the way, I should be fine. We still see Nautilus mid. I'm just gonna place a ward though. I'm gonna be a little bit careful about using my E like that actually though, because there could be a Pantheon ult at any time. I would need my ult to escape that. Yep. You see how she just wants to all in me like that, but I just walk away, because all Smolder needs to do to be effective is just tap Q, maybe WQ, and just walk away. The champions who want these extended trades just suffer so much against them. Is she gonna base now? Probably. So I'm going to be getting Ionians on my next base. I'm going to look at their comp as well. They're going to be fairly tanky, so I'm not going to bother with Shojin. Second item at least. Ooh. Oh man, Lux. Oh man. Oh man. Well. It's a lot of stacks for me though. I'm diving on Lux there. Okay. I'm going to look to base here. I still have like Full HP, full mana. Maybe I will actually choose to stick around then, actually. Because I could have a stronger base here. I'm gonna have like 400 unspent gold. I can just choose a small trade onto Zaya here. They shouldn't have vision, right? Nice. Nice. Okay, Nautilus is dead, so I know I'm not being ganked by him. Oh, it actually hit her. I was hoping so, but I didn't think it would. Okay, we'll get these low. Better the Lux doesn't use her stacks on my minions, instead use them on the turret, so I can actually stack off of my minions. So a little tip you can do as support if you're playing with Smolder. If you know you're going to be able to stack your support item on the turret or on enemy champions soon, then don't loss at the minions, let Smolder stack on them. Especially later on when his Q is on such low cooldown. I'm on the way, buddy. Okay, we'll just focus this turret. Or not. Nice. Careful, Graves. Careful, Graves. Nice. Okay, that's the enhanced boots for us. And now I'm gonna have a really good base. I can actually get BF Sword and Ionian's Pro Zaya, indeed. Yeah, now the Graves is definitely outperforming Pantheon. Sorry, Lux. I could have potentially stuck around and helped her. Like, obviously, if it was just going to be us against Pantheon, then that was obviously going to be a good fight. But at the same time, I only had a small bit of time to think about it. And even when I think about it in hindsight, I'm like, what does he know that I don't? That he's willing to run him 1v2? Like, who was coming to help? We didn't have full vision of the full area. So it would have been a risk to try and help her out. And potentially both of us could have ended up dying. Got her. Oh, wow. Oh, no. I was hoping this wouldn't happen, and it did. I don't know why I flashed, though. Like, this happens... She dies either way, if I flash or not. That was pretty troll of me. I should have been happy to just trade a 1-for-1 there, because I fucked up by trying to follow up. If she just let Nautilus and... Pantheon find me by themselves, I would have still died. She just... let herself die for no reason. Panthers 51 CS, yeah. Good, like, props to him, he's doing really well considering how little he can farm, but... like... as soon as he has to start actually grouping, he's gonna be so much less useful than the Graves. Graves not only skills harder, but also has way more levels, way more items. It's not looking great for him. I might potentially just want to return to bot lane, don't I? Yeah. Oh shit, he's actually gonna kill her. How is he so fat? Yomus, I guess. Yeah. Oh god, I didn't even hit him though. Actually, kill him might want to base here, so maybe I'll just end up staying. Oh my god, the wave clear is ridiculous right now. Hang on, potentially... ooh, yeah, there's definitely a fight over there. Not quite enough to kill him. I charged that for too long. My bad. Okay, Pantheon dies somehow. Just didn't feel like using W on me, or maybe it was on cooldown. Okay, well I've got plenty of wave clear to stall here, right? Nice. Zaya couldn't follow up in time, now this guy dies. Not a super intentional bait, I wasn't trying to get hooked, but killing from that range far away is not going to be able to follow that up in time ever. Okay, I need to... Oh god, I already wasted my slow. Let's hope that I can reach this wall in time. Okay, perfect. Nobody ended up rotating bot. Usually that would be pretty bad, but since mid lane was so chaotic, it was fine to stay. It goes for both teams anyway, but usually because I'm the Smurf and I have good macro, I would be maximizing our bot lane farm, while nobody on the enemy team would be maximizing their farm on bot lane. But this worked out a lot better than my usual move of just rotating bot.
Can I get something? Pretty, please.
Has destroyed a turret.
What a nifty.
Okay, nice. Let me have my farm if possible. Oh, so close. Alright, I do need the base now. Like, in theory, staying here to push the start actually works if nobody's defending, but it just doesn't make sense why nobody's defending. It's not supposed to happen. I have no idea what's more efficient here. Crit Cloak or double longsword? Probably would be Crit Cloak. Should have checked. What does more Q damage? But anyway, since they have a Tom Kench, I'm gonna be going for Lord Dominic's. It's gonna be a very tank busty build compared to most Smolder builds. Just to make sure we have the damage to cope with Tom Kench. Oh my god. Did I get healing? I think I did, just barely. Oh my god, okay. Well, I survived. Oh my god! Fucking hell. Hopefully Caitlyn gets her, or anybody does. Ah. Ooh, maybe he doesn't get away with a flank. Nice one, okay, perfect. That's what you get for flanking me on a mage. Oh. If I could afford a longsword as well, this would be such a no-brainer, but I feel like I may just want to go no cover instead.
This is gonna be fun.
We got really good stacks per minute, by the way. 10 CS, sorry, 10 stacks per minute is pretty good for this stage. Later on, though, we should be, like, way beyond 10 stacks per minute.
Do you see anything fun up there?
I don't know why me and Caitlyn are both on the same lane, but
Ooh, I'll find it.
for now that's her problem, because I can farm the wave more easily than her. Her not getting any CS is her punishment for not having better macro and not going to side lane as a solo laner.
I like you.
Don't want to base check into a Tom Kench, I'm gonna have to play it safer than that, unfortunately. Yeah, as much as it's her fault that she didn't side lane. Ooh. Oh my god. Okay, I got a heal from that. Nice, nice. Yeah, as much as it was Caitlyn's fault that she wasn't getting any CS initially because we both went mid when she was the one that should have gone side lane. Now that I know she's made that mistake, once I've farmed that initial mid wave, I'm the one that just takes the L and just goes to the side lane. Even though I'd rather be grouped mid. But I both want myself to not have to share farm, and ideally, if I can, I also want to make it so my mid laner doesn't have to share farm with me as well. So we're both getting more farm out of one simple macro move for myself. Didn't end up being relevant because we just, as well as we were rotating bot, we just randomly ended up in a fight. But yeah, that was my thought process behind living mid there. But yeah, so Smolder worked out really nicely that game actually, even though it was pretty bad with Lux. I saw pretty much no synergy there, besides occasionally like Lux could land a Q and that could enable my ult, but just so good into Xayah, decent into Nautilus. Are you trying to convince me Relo is still master now? I mean, technically it's not, but like, come on, like I just don't fucking play Hilo right now. But people have been like people, like at least when I say people, I mean like some of the more vocal haters I have. I've been trying to say that I'm like too washed to hit fucking master for like 7 years now. It's like whenever I try, I hit it. I don't feel the need to keep on proving it over and over, you know? Whenever I feel like playing ranked, I will do so and I will hit master. But ranked at the moment, like I said, I just don't really play ranked for rank at all right now, so I don't have a rank. If you have more fun in lower rank, it's never really about fun either. Like if I was just playing League for fun, what I would do is no commentary, high-low grinding on Aphelios, but high-low, sorry you can't see that because of the mic, high-low doesn't get me as many views as smurfing. Playing Aphelios does not get me as many views as playing like Jinx or just a variety of ADCs. So anything else is just do them. Oh, and of course, doing no commentary, also not great for my channels either. So I don't get to play League the way that I would have fun with it. I'm a slave to the algorithms. Can you give any tips on team fighting? I've been struggling with positioning and lack of peel. Appreciate you. Tips on team fighting. Obviously that varies a lot depending on the ADC, but generally if you want advice on positioning, you need to basically understand before it even becomes a factor, like what are the actual threats to you in a fight. Right, like if you're worried about like Nautilus ulting you, and if you get Nautilus ulted, the rest of their team will dive on you. You already know that you have to avoid getting into Nautilus ult range at all costs, and the entire team fight should be played in a way where you're just not getting into range of Nautilus ult. So if Nautilus walks forwards, you walk backwards. If Nautilus walks backwards, you can walk forwards, all while spacing his ultimate range. Likewise, same thing applies to like Zed ult. If Zed can just like W ult onto you, and you just die with no counterplay, well, you need to stay out of his W ult range. And everything you do in that team fight needs to be within the context of avoiding the ZWR. So you need to respect the threats before they actually threaten you, or, well, before they actually get on top of you, you know? Wait, what? No, wait, no, what? Is he gonna be mid now or what? Dude, I thought I was swapping positions with him, not roll. Oh my god. The hell is this? I can play mid if I have to. Could even play an ADC mid. If we can get away with it. We have double AP. Still have ADC roll. Doesn't matter, he clearly picked Jhin for ADC, I think, so we'll do Smolder mid. Let me just check if there's a particular setup for him on mid lane, but I'm assuming it's still gonna be Fleet. Yeah. We don't need the attack speed shot on mid lane, actually, because we don't need as much DPS, since we don't have to, like, DPS two different champions. We can just go for the ability haste one and just focus on stacking Q as fast as we can. Looks like he's just playing Jhin mid. I doubt it, though, because he did, like, ask for the ADC role before he locked in Jhin, then he just swapped back. Oh my god, if anything, we actually have too much magic damage here, by the way. Because even though I picked an ADC mid, I picked an ADC that still does a lot of magic damage. Hopefully the amount of physical damage the Smolder does with a crit build is enough to make up for it. But yeah, we have AP, 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 and partial AP as well. Not exactly AP, but you know, partial magic damage. Do you ever go with comment on Smolder? Not these days, it used to be a thing. I don't know, I just run Fleet every game at the moment. I haven't tried I haven't, like, experimented with much else. That before I locked in my champ and ran TP. Because I would not have picked Smolder into this matchup. I would have picked Lethality Verse. Lethality Verse would have been perfect here. Or Ezreal.
Minions have spawned.
Oh well, we'll do our best.
Dragon does whatever he feels like doing. Marino says people think
If his chat was disabled in champ select, then oh well, unlucky.
he never lets me prove them wrong.
Can't really fault him too much for that. There is a bug that just makes you not have chat in champ select.
We played hide and seek. You put our team on
Oof. Oh my god, Lux. Nice. Okay, she only has Ignite, by the way, no heal, so... She died there, she died. You're a Hubris Traditionalist. Or Hubris Believer, I meant Essence. At the moment I run Essence. Maybe Hubris could be good? I don't know. Because crit build feels really nice at the moment, but maybe Hubris does as well. Just haven't tried it since the crit buffs. No way they can kill Volkos here. Like, even if he died there, that was so clearly not worth for her. Okay, we're doing really nice for stacks at the moment. We're fighting way more than we should be in such a matchup. Like, when his double mage supports, how the fuck is there this much brawling? There's way more fighting than there should be, and that's good for us, because more fighting equals more stacking. Whoops. Oof. Hopefully I can crash this wave. Suppose I have TP, so I don't even need a perfect base, but still, this is even too bad for TP. Oh, so close. Okay, time to base. And I'll just TP back. No CS missed. Equals more stacks. Please, please, please. Oh my god, it takes so long. Oh, yes.
Gotta stay on my claws, like Mom always says.
Yeah, I suppose I actually picked a good matchup to accidentally run TP in as well. Like, if I was facing a tank support or an engage support in general, TP would be so troll, but we're actually in a mage, like, very poke-focused matchup, so TP actually makes so much sense here. There shouldn't even be that much fighting, and the fighting that there is so far, we're just winning it anyway. I'm not gonna follow that up because my DPS is fucking dead now. Now that I don't have cooldowns. So we disengage and wait for cooldowns to come back. Ah, would have been so nice if I hit both of them. That was close. I'm running out of mana again. But if I shove this wave, I won't quite have enough for Essence Reaver. Sorry, for a pickaxe, which is my next spike that I want to base on. Can we shove another wave? Got us a cannon wave, so ideally not, but I really do want to base on that pickaxe. I can't really use W here because it's too high mana cost considering how little mana I have. Oh my god, they were all focusing cannon. Fuck's sake. My bad. I wasn't paying attention to exactly how many minions were focusing the cannon as opposed to how many were focusing the melee, but apparently it was 0 on the melee, all on the cannon. Oh well. Get my item at least. Got to shove it in, even though it was a cannon wave, thanks to the help of the Volkos' wave clear. Thank god he was using his abilities there. A lot of the time the support will just not do anything and just fuck you over. But if we need to shove, then we need the support to help, and this time he did. What the hell? Is he trolling or what? Weird.
Maybe it's good no one else can understand her.
Well, the Jhin mid is doing well.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, we're on really good stacks per minute. This was supposed to be a bad matchup for generating stacks, but it's actually worked out so well. Might go for Senna as well, because she also wants to fight a lot, stack a lot. Although she's like more weak to engage than Smolder is, so that's why they're not exactly identical in the niches they're good in. What the hell? Are we getting ganked? Yes, we are. Okay, I live. Oh, crap, I should have been aiming for Senna. Oh my god. Okay, nice. Oh my god, such a close one. Such a close one. Shaco could be anywhere, fucking hell. Okay, looks like I'm gonna live. Shaco isn't trying to choose me, god bless. I have the base now. I think Valkos is probably fine to get that plating.
I was just looking.
Had me on the edge of my seat, yeah. I really griefed that by not using my W on Senna and Lux, because obviously Shaco had been around for so long, it should be obvious that if his Q wasn't up already, it would be up again soon. So continuing to focus him when he could have an easy escape was pointless. I should have been going for Lux and Senna, who have to commit if they want to actually fight. They can't just blink out at a moment's notice. And that almost cost me the fight, that almost caused me to die. Nice.
An enemy has been slain. Killing spree.
Here comes the heat.
Got it.
Killing spree.
She's gonna trade with me, so I'm gonna trade back. Nice one. Oh my god, if the Lux ult actually had time to hit Valkos, which I'm pretty sure it didn't, thankfully. He would have died. Fuck, have to kill it. Wow, we're on 10 stacks a minute already. What a lane this has been. And she's dead. A little bit of a risk there, because we didn't know that Shaco wasn't in the area, but worst case scenario, it's 1-for-1. I have a shutdown, so it wouldn't be great, but still. For a worst case scenario, 1-for-1 isn't bad. No, we shouldn't have done that. He could have just saved that stack for the turret, therefore I get one extra stack for my Q. Of course, one little stack doesn't make a difference, but it's just a good habit throughout the game, because, you know, denying me every single cannon from my Q stacks would add up. Can't actually base here then. But we just trade. And E out. Oh crap. Can't believe that didn't land. Not bad. Got her. Can we finish off the Lux? I'm gonna guess no, unless... Oh. Okay, thank god, that was a close one. Shaco could be around. He was topside ages ago, so he could easily be botside now. But it takes me no time at all to shove this wave, so I'm gonna try. I'm not even gonna try and finish that off. The priority here is running away ASAP. Arguably trying to go for the wave at all was insanely greedy. Wait, what? Sorry, I need to go to work. What? What do you mean you have to go? This is an 11-minute game. Why would you get into the game if you didn't have time to play? This is like, oh, guys, we need to end in 5 minutes because I need to go to work. Set at the 25-minute mark. Like, this, you already knew. You had to go. Excuse me? That's funny, though. That's gonna make this game more interesting because, oh my god. I mean, with how much of a stomp this is, I don't think it's actually gonna matter. Nice, now we're just wiping out whole waves with our Q. Okay, we're gonna play some vision. It's a priority here. We could get first turret. We will have unlocked the upgraded boots. It's actually kind of needed for me to do as a defensive tool. I did kind of get caught out there, I think. So my ult is just basically to force her away from me so they're not just running into me to kill me off. Potentially kill me off of that trade or massively chunk me out. So they have to leave because they don't want to walk into the ult. Whoa! Thank you for the stack. Oh, I almost got her, man. Nope. No way. I tried to cue the clone when it was too far away to fear me, but I kept misclicking. So it took me like 3 clicks, then I finally clicked it as soon as it turned around. Oh no, my bad. It looks like a brain misplay, but actually, it was a hands misplay. It just looked like a brain misplay. Actually, I could have gone Trojan here. Too late for that now, though. Oh, I got TP. I'll fucking TP. And if I get this turret again, then we'll have upgraded boots. Beautiful. Are there 0 objectives down this game, by the way? Somebody's TPing. That's gonna be probably Yasuo, you would assume. Surely it wouldn't be Trundle. Okay. Still has wind wall, remember? Oh my god, he's just half dead. He might be trolling, I wonder. Because it was such an ambitious play to even go for that TP. Oh. Oh, she ran that way. I was wondering why my W didn't land. That was weird, like, she committed further into our jungle to try and escape. But like, if she ran into the jungler there, she would have been dead. But she wouldn't have been dead if she just got hit by my W, so it was a weird choice. He lives. Need to be a little bit cautious here, though. I mean, I don't know that Yasuo is still gone, and we don't know where Shaco is. Yeah, he's still around, like I said. Nice. Nice. Oh, how the hell? Lux must have hit a camp or something. I was gonna say, it's so unlucky that Lux didn't die, and before I could even open my mouth, she just died. What the hell? That's so funny. Alright. Yeah, easy win even without the jungler, GG.